Twitch, welcome to Live Taste. I'm in the process of moving, so everything is packed up. And but I just want to show you all the sadness of the food that they sell in America. These sad chicken wings, chicken legs, quarter legs, and thighs that I gotta try to clean right now. Sad. Look how sad they look. But I want to show y'all how to clean your chicken. Want to show y'all how to clean your chicken because it's really sad to see people taking chicken out of the package like that shit is cute, and just cooking it like that's cute. It's not cute. It's poisonous. If you can't pour no lemon and lime and all of that stuff right now, understandable. But they got some nasty ass water that you can use to clean. I don't cook with this water. I just clean meat with this water. I'm cutting these thighs because I'm going to show you the nastiness inside. Why it's important for you to clean chicken. Okay? Because it's very important that you clean your chicken, guys. Like don't play no games like that. Anybody running around not cleaning their chicken automatically would take. See this leg? You're gonna rip this. Why? Because you're gonna take this off. That's called slime. Alright? That's called the slime. Then you're gonna take it off. Here it is again. Here it is again. That's not juicy when you bite in the chicken. That's slimy. All right? Then you're going to take the skin. I'm going to mush it like this. Okay? Okay. I'll put the clean ones in here because I'm just tired of seeing this foolishness. Got to get it together and clean the chicken right. If you don't got no lime and all of that, just, do what you do. Do what you do. Just get all the slime off. Vinegar, you could use a tiny bit of vinegar once you wash it. But just clean your chicken, man. Now, most people that live in private houses are running all that water. Well, do what you do. Here you go. The slime, once again. The slime. The slime. Just want you to clean this chicken, man. Please. Like that. It's so, I be like, oh, no, it's not cute. And don't know heat kill no germs. Not in a regular kitchen. Like in a commercial kitchen, somewhere Kentucky Fried Chicken, the pressure that they gotta cook their meat in, you don't have to, they don't have to worry about, and they don't probably worry about cleaning their chicken like this. They couldn't, it's too much. So the pressure that they cook on and be able to pressure cook the chicken kills all their germs. But your germs won't be killed like that because you don't have the temperature that can be able to kill those germs. So you got to wash your meat. You got to clean your meat. You got to not play games. You got to learn how to clean your meat. That's just it. You could feel your food. Like coming back to sad New York City, because I was living another place in New York, right? Coming back, feeling the food, I felt that it was all cloned, antibiotic injected. It wasn't healthy meat. That's what I felt. You got to feel your food, y'all. Wasn't healthy meat at all, and I was very sad about that. You know, so therefore, I'm gonna show you little young people, college students, how to clean your chicken, man. Clean your chicken. If you got little feathers and stuff, you gotta take off and stuff. Now, this thigh, see this? No, you don't want that. You don't want that. The thigh got a whole lot of stuff in there you don't want. I like to open my thigh up and take the fat, most of the fat out. You can feel what you want out. This slime. I always take my finger. That's why all that nail stuff, y'all. I don't believe in all those nails, critic nails, and I don't. Oprah stopped wearing them things. Believe in all of that, you know, because you gotta do too much digging to get things out. See that thigh? I like to always open up that thigh and take that little pocket of fat that be in the chicken thigh. You taking all the flavor? No, I'm not. Slime is not flavor, you know. And the way I'm cooking this, I'm cooking chicken and noodles for the baby. So a lot of this is not preferred. There you go. I just like to bust my thigh open like that. Like to bust it open like that. Like to have it clean like that. That's just clean chicken. I can't, not doing it. Or if you clean your food enough, what I say about this thigh, look. See? What I say, look. All that. That's how it start off. Grab that out. Grab that out. On live taste, when I get into the new cribber or whatever, you know, I want your young generation to invest early into buying your real estate. Don't be like me, apartment renting and shit. Get older, you don't have nothing but look forward to another apartment and rent. Can't relax, so don't do it to yourself. This busted thigh open. See, I like to I'm getting that fat out of here. I'm not eating. All that water wasted. Oh well. People got swimming pools, jacuzzis. I remember living in Harlem with my godmama, my auntie in Harlem, and we was living in the kitchenette, and it was this thing about people wasting water. So all we had was one little tiny sink, and she says to me, "Oh, 'cause I'm brushing my teeth, I'm running the water. Stop wasting water." I said, "Baby, if this is not the most conservative way to save water, we got one little tiny kitchen sink." I think them people with them swimming pools and stuff need to worry about that. Look and see all that. See all that. See all that. And then you don't even know what that is. So, but you want to cook that? No. You know what that is? Take it off. Take it off. On live taste, I'm going to show y'all how to make real sweet potato pies. Sylvia ain't have nothing on my mama Francis, 140th Street baby. Ain't have nothing on her. Okay, nothing. Jesus, nothing. Look at this. And make sure this guy's clean. Just wanted to show y'all how to clean your meat, y'all. That's it. Stop it. Playing games. Look at this. For me, that's not cool. I'm gonna take that out. I don't like that fat. And when I fry it, oh my God, it just and it's like what kind of accident or blood. Yeah, I just wanted to know what that world that little pocket of. I don't need it. I'm gonna scrub it off. What it could be. Sad. I want to talk about the beautiful countries that people have to leave because they feel they want to come to America and get the American dollars, so they could possibly get in an accident and perish in one of those fancy cars. I don't know. Money, money, money. I'd rather have good food and peace and quiet, but I guess they can't get it in places like Venezuela where the gang members are running in your household and taking your stuff away and holding you captive. Like, no economic economy that you risk your life to cross the border. Sad. And that's why we believed, most of the people believed that Donald Trump was going to bring us businesses, economic economy. And so far, y'all, all we got is hell raising. Hell raising. Out, Sky. Out. Out. Okay. Or her old white woman with blue eyes. Bandit. Daughter took her from her friend because he wasn't taking care of her. Like, I can't. Anyway, just to see people having to leave their beautiful countries, come to discussing America because gang members and drug cartels are overpowering them in their countries and taking their lives and everything that they want. This is why marijuana was crafted to save the world, give the coalition of marijuana to the drug cartels and the drug dealers so they can use that money and earn the economic economy. So listen, that was quick a quick tutorial on how to clean your chicken. I know y'all gonna give me trying to get on me how to clean my frying pot. I already know. Trust me. I already know we fry the chicken in this. As long as the inside is clean. Okay. So I want y'all to just know that I will be popping back up on this Twitch thing that I got introduced to. Just want to show you how to clean some chicken, okay, guys? Get up, guys. Um, Also told y'all I was going to talk about the disappointment of how the president of the United States disappointed greatly the people that voted for him, embarrassed us. Because we really believed that we was going to get a president that loved America and American citizens. And in return, we got chaos. We got people being caught like slaves was caught when they was running for their freedom. That's what we got going on. The spirits are saying abolitionists, something like that. I told y'all I'm not educated by nobody. So you can know it's God. Okay? Running around. Listen, let me do this because like I said, I'm packed up in here. Y'all want to see how I look, um y'all go to my things right now. I'm up, scarf on my head, but I just got to talk about this because everybody is saying, "Oh, don't start crying, don't start crying, don't start crying when when this start happening, that start happening, this start happening." Child, please, a black person ain't never been privileged to nothing. Only the selective ones. We like the black farmers. We will survive, okay? Because we ain't never been used to shit as far as being treated fair, equal equality, jobs, housing. No, we have people like Kamala Harris, our ex-vice president, owning mostly everything in the ghettos of America. I'm talking about Dunkin' Donuts. I'm talking about the yellow cabs. I'm talking about property that they was given for this last election to try to get her to get that presidency. And the Democrats, oh yeah, y'all, this is being stopped and that's being stopped and this is being stopped and this is being stopped and this is being stopped. Meanwhile, the Democrats are using their own people. While it's the Democrats that were stealing these programs that made it necessary to have to stop. In other words, the people in the ghetto was just being used to collect this money. For example, housing. Housing. Oh, we need money to build housing. This is what we need money for. Oh, give us 2 trillion. Give us $1 trillion to build a building downtown. But that's what we need. Housing Connect only give about 25 units to the public. They allowed to use this money. It's called housing preservation development money for their own gain. Robbing. So it's the Democrats robbing the system and saying, oh, see, he stopped giving us money for housing. Why should mostly Jewish and rich white folks owning these properties, and they threw some immigrants in there too, they're allowed to make their buildings out of shelters and receive 5 times, 5 and 6 times the amount of rent. For example, if the rent is $1,500, they could get $6,000 to $7,000. That's the equivalent of cotton. That's the equivalence of slavery. They're doing it, and who is doing it? This is what was being done, but no, you want us look at NYC Housing Connect. How many apartments is available to the public? The reason why you got that money. But the people that you got the money to build affordable housing, what's affordable about $4,000 for apartment? $4,500 for apartment. What's affordable about that? But then you allow immigrants to come to our country and receive Section 8 money from American citizens to do what? Pay their mortgage. Pay their mortgage. I'm like that Drake song. Who is you? Where did you come from? All of a sudden, you got a bunch of money. You disappeared. Listen, I witnessed. It was like Moses opening up the grains. I witnessed them buying properties in the ghettos. I walk past, see these little Indian kids playing in backyards that Spanish Americans and Black Americans used to play in. No longer. The Jews, JEWs owning everything, all the property in the ghettos, okay? And you don't think that Donald Trump is going to sacrifice New York City to get into this war? He's embarrassed. His country looked like a piece of garbage, and he knows it. Cares nothing. All he gonna do, just like they got money to build 2 buildings and only build one. Let's not mention the build what we talking about, y'all, because can't tell the truth on the internet. Because all I want to know is what would happen if a plane goes into a big building like that. I want the science. Give me the science. Don't give me video. Give me science. What could bring a building down to rubble? Once you realize the science of that, then you'll realize that the government plays in our face, plays on our ignorance that they believe that we have. Everybody is just being sacrificed and slaughtered. Look at the poor people in Texas. Their whole county flooded, flooded, flooded. Their whole county flooded. Look at the farmers. You removed their workers, gave their workers a right to give you money to be illegal in the country, but then you throw them out, but yet they was paying taxes on those farms that they was make it make sense. Make it make sense. So you allow these white farmers to illegally hire people all these years, and the only thing you want to do is find some federal funding for them. What about finding them and having them lose their farms, and the farmers that knew how to survive by hiring people properly and paying them proper wages where they didn't have to flee the country because they was here legally? What about having them run those farms? What about you losing the access? Because, by the way, your whole 100% of your whole workforce was illegal. You just going to get away with that. They get deported one by one, but you hired thousands and nothing happens to you? Who are you? They try to give me the virus. Are you they? Or is they using you? Because they allowed you to take taxes from all those thousands of workers and put that money where? Where? So when they was deported, why wasn't their money and their taxes deported with them that they paid to work here on your farms? Why wasn't that money? You see, this is why the drug cartels and the gang members of the world have to obtain the prohibition of marijuana so they can use this money to rebuild the world. So Mexico and Jamaica will not no longer be resorts. They'll be the Garden of Edens that they are. Beautiful, rich food. I follow these African people cooking their food. And I did see some one day was cooking some chicken legs, and I know those chicken legs was brought into their village. I know those wasn't. You could just look and see the antibiotics that was pumped into those particular chicken legs. Came back from where I was living. I was a size 18, juicy. Child, I couldn't eat none of this food. I'm like a 9, 7, 8. Can't eat none of this food. And then to see people playing just to get clicks and views, playing nasty, opening up packages of chicken and just pouring it into pots like the pressure could kill the germs. When I came back, my children was beautiful size, like little ballerinas. Everybody else child was looking like the Hulk. They were so damn big. And then you could see in other countries, see if they didn't get the ghettos with poverty or non-education, they got them with the health. Because all of the bodegas are mandated they cannot sell healthy products. They're not allowed to. Because when I came back from good old where them white folks was, I come back like, yo, why you don't have fresh products, fresh bread? This bread is so disgusting. In the ghettos of America, they are truly, truly, just study your war history, how governments poison certain products during war to get people sick. Okay? I could have sworn, like that lady said on the help, Millie don't burn no chicken. Baby, when I came back here, I tried to use some flour and fry some chicken. That chicken came out black. And Barbara don't burn no chicken. The flour wasn't flour. It wasn't flour. It's ridiculous, and it's good that a lot of people are pointing out how different the ketchups are in certain countries, and then so what the difference is, how it's sold in America and how it's sold in their country. They broke up the communities so we could have no unity. But the Holy Spirit is busy working, exposing all of the demons that have been turning people out. I just finished listening to a nice brother broadcast about how Nicki Minaj is now censored because she wants to tell the secrets on a big J and a big Z. But what I have seen with my own eyes, as far as I'm concerned about Beyonce and Jay Z, what I've seen, and in my opinion, when they seen beautiful Tiana Teller come in that elevator and Beyonce was in there, she seen the superstar she was, so right away she was going to try to sign her to her. You know why? To keep her down, to keep her from flourishing. Just like she got her paws on the Little Mermaid, Holly. Okay, then they put that little boy on her right quick, got her pregnant. You know, where's her career? I work for a chef named Chef Jan. You could Google her on Instagram. She worked for the beautiful Damon Dash. That's a beautiful black brother. That black brother right there, they had to try to take down because that black brother right there was showing black men how to be in business. So what did they do? The gatekeeper. What did they do? The gatekeeper. Look at all the beautiful people that was destroyed. People want to know why. I live in New York City and I wasn't interested in the P. Diddy trial. I'm not interested in that. I want to be interested in the things that don't add up. That everybody that you started business with is now transitioned. That's what I want to see a trial for. Y'all, I want to talk about the American citizens that voted for Donald Trump and feel that they made a damn fool of themselves. No, you didn't, because you was fooled, but you didn't make a fool of yourself because you voted for a man that you seen run multiple businesses in the ground, but always stayed on top, always was able to keep his money. Okay, but you seen a businessman and you seen the economy in shambles and you seen what was going on with all of these thousands and thousands of illegal immigrants. Like, a lot of places in the United States was not attacked by these immigrants, just major cities where the money flows in, where they was able to ask for money. See, the more money that the Democrats complete, oh, we need money. You know, we Democrats, we for the people. So we need money, please. You for selling out the people. Because there needs to be a federal investigation on this housing preservation development money, the lottery money, and everything else. Because they done stole our lottery and the ghettos need to fight to get their own lottery. Let them have that. But we need our real lottery, our numbermen back. We need our numbers back. We need them to be able to do that legally. We need them to be able to do that legally in the ghettos. We need to separate this. All the major cities, okay? But all of them other Oklahoma and all of them places where they didn't even know nothing about numbers, you could give them that lotto. But just overall, allowing this Powerball, they still in mad money. And then when you hit the money, they don't even give you the money. Right now, Powerball is what? 200 and something, a million, billion or something like that. Million, what? And then a cash out of 100 million, what? And then you still got to pay taxes on the whole thing. It's ridiculous. Just robbing. Robbing. We got to stop allowing the elite in the ghetto to rob us and command us. We need heaven on this earth. It's time to sue for the right to separate. The ghettos of America take United States of America to court for the treason and genocide against us. They used our children, gave them felonies, made them have to be enslaved to something in order to continue living even after they paid their restitution. Talking about the ones that didn't commit murder. Now they got the felony and they have to go to jail and then they have to keep that felony on them. So therefore, they was never able to get up. From generation to generation, this is what you was creating. Felonies. And you knew it. So then you gave prominent people in America money and land to grow marijuana and gave the children in the ghettos of America jail, institution, and death because they smoked it and sold it. And you put them in jail with lifers. And now you want to run around and tell this Jew boy that his daddy could give him $100,000 and $10,000 to get the license. No, the ghettos of America, Iraka, have to take the United States government to court. And that's it. And sue. And sue. And we need to obtain every bit of the marijuana medically, and everybody that's invested in it, like Shawnee O'Neal, that don't have a record, cannot have investments in marijuana. And the Holy Spirit informed me the president that would want to do this is a president that is against drugs. And Donald Trump is a president that is against drugs. He came on here and told the American people where the drugs was coming from. So therefore, the United States allowed it in. And that's why we're suing the United States. It has to be united. These are prophecies that have to come to pass. All of these organizations that split their beliefs. I'm talking to you, kings out there, the Black Americans, okay? I'm talking to you, NAACP, that got the benefits from the ghetto. It's your responsibility to make sure that the ghettos of America receive their rights. But because all you have done is allow Harlem to be taken away. Harlem is no longer. Right now, the Bronx look like a land of India. Okay? They bought houses and made little mosques all over the place. Okay? They pulling out with all of our EBT money and mortgages and everything. This was given to them. Why? Because the government is going to annihilate them and take it back after war. They're not going to have rights to anything after war. That's why they're giving it to them. Everybody don't think that they setting this up. It's not fair. It's not fair. That's why the Holy Spirit is exposing demons, is exposing everything. And it's giving these young generations money to get up out of here. She needs the young Black Americans. Who are they? Blood type, O gap in the mouth. That they told that came from underneath a slave ship, and we did not. We came here in golden ships, and we found Americans. We found America. And they took America from us and then put some people from other nations and said they were Indians. And they were not. They was immigrants from another land. Black Americans found America. And what did they do? They try to take our identity. They try to make us maiden farms and lose our heritage, where we come from. Let's talk about all this DNA stuff. Let's talk about how they producing their babies today. Let's talk about how these people feel that they could find eternal life some kind of way. Listen, y'all. I said it's time for the Black American man to leave America. That's the prophecy. And that's it. And help save the world. All of these places that the elite has made out of resorts have to be made in the Garden of Eden. It will be heaven or it will be no earth. Too much despair. Too much innocence being destroyed. Y'all have a blessed day. Because Donald Trump need to really be ashamed of himself, you know, because we elected him because he thought that he loved American citizens. But seeing people in a flood, you don't have nothing to say. You're not there trying to help them. Nah, those people lost their lives, their property, they in mud, hurricanes. America looked like a piece of garbage. But yet people giving money to other countries, And you got veterans in the street of California, veterans in the street of New York. All right, you guys. Let me just see what God had me to say, because the despair, you know, seeing these kings, you know, they're going to say they wanted to legalize the marijuana just like they did the alcohol, locked Al Capone up, made him have to live a life of a gangster, and let Johnny Walker just walk all over us, and Hennessy screw the whole ghetto, screw their livers up and everything. The most notorious drug, alcohol, to destroy the ghettos of America. We got like, okay, in the ghettos, what? Uh, what? What? A liquor store on every radius. You don't have to walk far, especially in the ghettos. And the worst thing I hate to see is these people that call themselves serving Muhammad, but they will sell crack screens and they will sell alcohol. And you know, it's really disgusting. And then take the time to put a mat down and pray. Pray for what? Pray to keep selling these Lucy's? Pray to keep corrupting the youth with your laced fake marijuana that your mayor was allowing you to sell, until I start exposing that shit. Your grab of fentanyl, full marijuana, laced marijuana, fake marijuana, had all of the gang members having to sell, go back to resorting to sell hardcore drugs, because you allow all these illegal weed dispensaries to just be able to open up the door, walk in there, and buy some damn weed. I'm fucked up. Indian men walking around. I had to clock their ass. 3 o'clock in the morning. That's why my doctor like put me on homebound, because I was just watching these dealers just with all of this money and stuff, and I could have got myself killed. But it is what it is, because I'm gonna tell. Indian men and actually went in there and sold them. Tell your fucking mayor and your fucking ass, you being watched. And Mayor Adams, we know you selling this marijuana. Yup, told him. Oh, that was a fucking nutcase. You think what you want to think. Born in 1963 when Dr. King laid down his life. Okay? Laid down his life for my black ass to be able to get down on a bus. Everybody done lost their jobs, got spit in their face. To we should have stayed segregated, if you ask me. That would have been the better. Because baby, all of these people in our ghettos are segregated from blacks. Their food is segregated. Their restaurants are segregated. Okay? All right? Segregated. It's for them. The labels, the food, the names, it comes from their country. That's it. But the black American man, slave to everybody. African women coming over here, pulling out the black American woman here, giving us alopecia. They're not like us. We have total different DNA. They are not like us. We are total different, totally different. Iraka. It's really, really disgusting. It's time to see Black people unite. And I'm so glad that Cat Williams is starting his own media studio that will take the place of that abomination cesspool that people want to brag about. A Tyler and a what? And a what? Giving $1 million to TJ Jakes, prophesizing over TJ Jakes. A mess, a farce of a mess. All of them demons are exposed. I'll be very careful when y'all look at dumb people on the internet taking chicken out of a package, most nastiest meat, and just cooking it like that. Don't pick up bad habits. Don't do what Simon says on these internets. BDLs and all of this, all of this, and all of that, and all of this, and all of that. The saddest thing I'm seeing on the internet is that young girl, Holly, that played, I don't know if y'all know, I ain't gonna say the names right, played on The Little Mermaid. When she's around that man that they put on her to get her pregnant and ruin her life. You know? Be looking so sad. Women and men, don't do each other like that. Don't do each other like that. Y'all gotta unite for something. Okay? And definitely try to leave America. Okay, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. And all that telling people good morning. What the hell that means? You're mourning a death. You're mourning something. You're sad about something. Good day. Change the words. Stop doing everything Simon says because you're being tricked by the Pied Piper. I heard someone say, Empress Fool. So I hope they got the message. All that diamonds people be calling themselves wearing. Hope they got the message. Okay, y'all, good. I got some bottled water because I do not cook. Uh, you cannot cook with you cannot cook with faucet water, y'all. You just can't. It's like cooking with toilet water. In New York City. I don't know about, sometimes people live some places where they got good, nice spring water. Not here in New York, chat. I came here, I seen a company called Con Edison take a tank, big tank. This tank looked like maybe, you know, I can't describe. It was just a water tank. It looked like water. It was a clear substance. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I'm stupid because I'm just coming from upstate, where you got wells and stuff, all up there in the farmland and stuff like. So I'm thinking, okay, they filling up water. Ain't no way. People use that water in 2 seconds. Put in clear substance in the water. I would testify to that. It's already written, it's already said, and it's already done. That's what they did in Bronx, New York. They did what? Put a company called Con put a clear substance in the water. Okay? That's what they did. Been poisoning the ghetto, poisoning the people in the ghetto. Poisoning the people in the ghetto. They got no more use for New York. Listen, y'all. There's been an infringement. They done told Walmart to get up out of here. All right. Bed Bath and Beyond. He been took his money. The party was over once the freaks got exposed. He took his rich, beautiful ass up out of here real quick. He was the biggest. That Bath and Beyond. He took his money up out of here. You know that word that can't be mentioned that Eon thought he was going to embarrass the president saying that. Ooh, he was going to get an asshole torn in him if he ain't calm himself down and apologize and sit back. Talking about Donald Trump was in as with some kind of files. They destroyed all of these people trying to get to Donald Trump. They destroyed all those white men. They threw all those white men in the fire. They still couldn't get the Trump. Oops, I said what I said. All right, you guys. I can't wait. I'm definitely not going to be doing this. Y'all be on Avatar like this, y'all. But there's just too much packing and shit. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you, King, Queen, Standing. Whoever you are, I don't know how to work the technology to see who's listening. I don't know all that.